right, record button is on. First thing I want to do is bring up this checklist and just review what happened with these last couple of trades here. Where's the... Okay, so on our Aussie dollar, we are 20 pips positive. CAD yen, we're 20 pips negative essentially, but we're positive 4 pips on that. On the wait, let me go to the account history. One of these trades in here, a rollover. Oh, that's from the live account. On the dollar CAD trade, we're positive 10 on that. That closed. I'll show you what happened there. Let me bring this in. Come on. Bring this down. And what was that? Dollar CAD? I mentioned.
Yes.
Okay, so USD CAD.
That was the what you want that on the weekly, don't you?
The dollar CAD.
Yeah, that was on the weekly, wasn't it? With the big cut and handle.
Yeah, it did have a big cup and handle on the dollar CAD, but that dollar CAD trade was the from our daily trades, the 21 MA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just let me go back to that. Let me just find that again. That would be this trade. Bring the chart over. It doesn't look right for some reason. Hang on. I'm checking here. We have dollar CAD on a daily wedge looking for a cup and handle. Well,
Yeah, that was on the weekly, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, it was on the weekly. And here's the sheet I made from the other day.
Yeah.
So I made sure I had everything marked.
Yeah.
But we entered a dollar CAD for, I thought this was the breakout of the daily high following 21. Because remember, we ran down all the pairs. And I believe this was our trade here. Ooh, that's not like me to not know why I entered a trade. I don't like that. That does not look like why. On the daily, it makes sense. Let me just go down to the H4. That's a brain fart. And let me just see something. Let me just measure all of this out. That was a 50 pip take profit. I believe that this was the daily breakout. We were following the daily trades out to the following the 21 and looking at the end of the day candle. And when I came back to the chart, the price had already gone up about almost 50 pips and came back. Then when price was up about 30 pips, I moved the stop loss up to lock in 10. And that's what occurred here. All right. Go ahead.
Well, I think you just got in on that big, strong daily candle.
That's what I thought it was. It just didn't look right as I looked at it. But I mean, let me get this out of the way.
Yeah.
I don't need.
Yeah, that was it. That's
what I thought.
5
Yeah.
days ago.
And what happened was I went to a smaller time frame because all right. Yeah, here's what happened. You see this peak here. We almost hit 50 pips profit, and I was away from the computer when it happened. So when I came back, we were in that general area again. And what I did was we were up 30 pips. Oh, I posted it in the chat, as a matter of fact. I posted the pictures in the chat. Yeah, we were up 30 pips, and then I moved my stop loss up to lock in 10. And sure enough, it came back, hit the stop loss, and went right to the 50 pip take profit. So,
Also, I showed that the dollar CAD on the daily broke out to the upside of an up channel.
Dollar CAD daily.
Up channel, and also broke out the previous
Let me give you
high.
control so you can show us which channel.
All right.
Hang on a sec. I also found another weird thing with this MT4, which I shouldn't be surprised about, but
And your weird things with MT4.
yeah, that's kind of a misnomer. Okay, yeah, you have control, Daryl.
Okay. All righty then. Let's see here. Let's see. All right. Okay. So, see, I had kind of something like this going. Right. Yeah. About like that.
And that would be the way I would draw a trend line. That's spot on. That's spot. Yep, I see it.
Yeah. And then we have this right here too. See?
Yeah,
So,
That's
I mean,
confidence
it looks
around.
like a three-way break to me.
yeah, absolutely. That was nice. This would be a spot right in here. Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. I like
Yeah.
it. I like it. Well, in this particular case, we were correct. My stop was down at the bottom of this candle, if I remember correctly, which I could have left it, but after it almost hit the take profit, I decided to come up a little bit and protect myself. And again, I tend to have tight stops, and I accept what comes with it. I still came out of it positive, but I could have certainly come out of it with the 50 pips. All right. Now, we didn't completely discuss exits on these daily trend following trades. Wow. Generally, I like to use the 50 pip mark for these trades because you're catching a pair right at the beginning of the day, usually, or at least at the early part of its range. And 50 pips is very, very reasonable. You do leave some on the table, but if you have two or three of these going at one time, you can end up with a nice day once the trades kick in. All right. So keep that in mind. That's one thing I use. The other thing you could do is all of the natural stuff that's on the chart, and that would be prior support and resistance. If you have a if you have a 1, 2, 3 in here somewhere, another thing you could do, by the way, is use other patterns to give you your exits. So in this case, we had this breakout here to the upside off of this channel that Daryl was talking about. Down here, you had a bit of a wedge. Now, in this case, it doesn't pan out exactly. Um, it pans out fairly close, but if this were the distance of the wedge in the back here, and I copied that to the breakout above the wedge like that, you see what I mean? I could use that as a projected profit target, and you see we hit the halfway point right there. So, or if you were trading in here, and let's say you saw 1, 2, 3, and you had a breakout, if the projection on the 1, 2, 3 was beyond the breakout, you could use that as a profit point also. Let me clean this up a little bit. That was good. I like that channel breakout, Daryl. This particular exercise, that we did was just trading the daily candle. Now, what I want to do is go back over these daily candles again. Oh no, we were looking for wedges. That's what it was. We were looking for wedges on this sheet. We were going down the daily charts, and there were wedges that we wanted to keep an eye on. I just want to see what the outcome was on these. So the first one was dollar franc. I don't see Andre. Andre, you have to send me your Skype ID so I can send you a link to join the room. Also, I saw a bunch of new faces in the new room. I don't know how they got there.
Well, I added Tony.
Well, Tony's okay. Tony's not new. We're looking for USDCHF.
And there's only 12 in the new room.
Okay.
Hey, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Hey, Luke, can you add me to the new room? I'm still not added to the new room.
You have to send me your Skype ID.
I did. I can send it to you again, but I did so far 3 times.
How come I'm not seeing it? Did you send it to me in a private text?
This is
It,
Andre. Yeah, remember? It's yeah. I can send it to you again. Remember we were on the phone and
yes,
you were
send
trying
it to me in a private Skype
okay.
because I don't see it in my contacts list for some reason. All right. So the first one was Dollar Chef. We were looking for a wedge, and let me see if I just saved this. Well, let me just draw the wedge in here. Dollar Chef, and this looks about right because we haven't been at the charts for a few days. This is our wedge breakout here. And what we didn't do was follow up on some of these. That was a Dollar Chef wedge. Let's look at the Euro Chef was the next one, and the Euro Chef had a wedge, and this one has not broken out yet. And this would be Euro Chef here. Okay, so this has not broken out, and this still is just really, really tight. Okay, next one on the list was Euro Yen wedge. Euro Yen, and I don't know where that wedge was. This is a real ugly wedge, but it is a wedge nonetheless, and it has
Yeah,
not broken
I
out.
think that was it.
Yeah, it has not broken out yet either, so that's still on the list. Uh, Dollar CAD. Let's go back to that Dollar CAD. We had the oh, this might have been the wedge on Dollar CAD. We had a weekly cup and handle. Let's go back out to that. I know he didn't send this to me on my phone. Okay, Andre. Andre. He can't hear me. Okay.
Yeah, Luke.
You
Got you.
just sent it to me on my phone again.
Yeah, and I sent it to you over the chat here too.
Oh, okay, okay. Um, okay, weekly cup and handle and a daily wedge on Dollar CAD. USD CAD. Why does this not look right?
You just scrunch the chart up a bit more, I
Oh,
think.
yes. Trying to do two things at one time. Here we go.
There you go. There it is.
There's a cup. Here's our handle. And right in here is where we should have had the breakout. And I think it did break that high. Yes, it did.
Yeah.
So we've got a cup and handle break here.
That's a lot of points if that plays out, that one, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Tremendous. Now, the other thing, too, if we get more dollar strength because of this Iran deal and we get that Iranian oil on the market, it could force the CAD down because
Yeah.
Canada is a oil-producing country.
Yeah.
So that might be something to look at. So this could very well give us a nice bump up. And this would be our entry actually on a dollar on a long there. What would our stop be? Now 300 pip stop.
Ooh.
Even at $1 a pip, I don't want to jump on that just yet. But I would like to get into this.
Do the retest of the line though, Lou, couldn't we?
Yeah, we can wait and see what happens with that.
Yeah.
And I'll wait for a little bit better entry. That 300 pips, like I said, even with $1 a pip, that's
A lot of pips.
yeah, it is. It is.
A lot of dollars.
Yep. Let me just mark that.
We want a candle to come down and hit that line, don't we? And bounce off again. That'd be our entry, wouldn't it? And that'd then half the stop at least.
Okay. So I just noted waiting for retest, but that's a good shot at that. In fact, I should take a picture of this and just save it. Weekly. Getting back to my old weekly CNA. Okay, so I'm going to save that weekly cup and handle. And I made a note in the chart that we're waiting for retest. All right, so dollar yen, we had go back to the daily, wedge breakout entry long. Dollar yen daily wedge breakout entry long. And it was probably, this is what I believe we were looking at. Let me squeeze it up a bit. No, I don't see it.
That bottom, huh?
We got a young superstar back there. Andre?
That's I think that's Nancy.
Oh, Nancy.
But,
Nancy, if you could.
Yeah, not me this time. It's not me.
Okay. So wait, let me go find Nancy.
I just sent her a Skype, let her know her mic's on, because also it says waiting for names. So I didn't log in. Oh, she just okay.
No, I did that.
Oh, you did. Okay.
I can mute from this side.
A control freak, huh? Okay, I got it.
I hate to do it, but you can understand. USD daily wedge breakout, waiting for entry long. So we apparently drew this wedge here.
We had our entry and a retest, didn't we?
Yeah, sure did. But again, we weren't monitoring it.
Yeah.
You follow me?
Yeah.
Which we'll change that. The next one was Pound Chef. Okay, Pound Chef. We had a wedge long, and it was the same setup. The two dominant high. We had that, and it's the exact same number of days that we've been. Isn't that funny? And there was our Pound Chef breakout there.
Yeah.
Now we didn't get the retest on the next candle. Now aggressive, you'd be in right here. More cautious, you'd be in right here.
Yeah.
So now, even with this, with the more cautious, I'd wait for the pullback because it was 1, 2, 3, 4 candles already. So I'd wait for a little pullback and then enter just to get in at a better price. And then we had the Aussie CAD daily wedge. Okay, Aussie CAD. Let's turn this into a line chart. Oh, I see it. That's the beauty of the line chart. That it helps you spot them when you don't.
Yeah, flat bottom one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was our top.
Yeah.
And let's throw the candles back in here. And clean this up. This would come down to the dominant close right there. This would go back to the dominant close right there.
So we still haven't got an entry yet.
No, nothing yet. All right. And a massive amount of sideways movement.
Yeah, it's messy.
Yeah. Now this Aussie dollar, by the way, as you can see, we've been sitting here for a week at this number, and it hasn't gone 100 pips in either direction for the entire week.
Yeah, too many.
So, which is a kind of a little bit of a pain in the ass because I'm trying to, teach a couple of things around this, and it's not moving. But that's, you can't predict where the next tick is going to go.
Too much wick.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm still going to hold it. I'm not negative on it. You know what I mean? And we'll see. And now CAD yen, that was a daily entry also. And it should be a sell on CAD yen based on, this was a CAD yen sell, I believe, based on this candle. Right here. We were looking for a break below this low, if you remember, because these two candles at that time, nothing had broke that low.
Yeah.
And that's where we are with this.
And that Iranian news might help that trade too, huh?
Yep, it just might. But we'll have to see. And they just happen to be slow moving trades. We got into these right when they all decided to go range bound.
Mm.
All right, but that's trading. Now, oh boy, what I want to do now is go back and follow our daily trades. Oh, before I do that, I just want to just a quick offshoot on something. If I go to insert, tell me that I'm not bugging the hell out here. I go to indicators. I go to trend. It says moving average, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Click moving average.
Huh?
Momentum comes up.
Huh?
Ah.
That
My
drove
God.
me nuts. Oh, yeah, you have no idea. I kept thinking, what the hell did I do wrong? What the hell did I do wrong?
And if you click the one above, do you get moving average then, or
What do you mean click the one above?
well you
Well, see,
well
if I follow through on this, I've got the momentum indicator.
yeah, no, I understand, but when you had your list of options, if you do that process again, indicators, yeah, trend, yeah. So if you clicked on, say, Ishimoku, do you get Ishimoku or do you get moving
No, I get
average?
fractals.
And you get, oh my God, that's one weird broker you got there, mate.
Yeah.
Got it. So how long has MT4 been running today?
I haven't shut it off the whole weekend, and why did it disappear on me?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe I
So,
need to fire it up again. Let me try that.
yeah, just reboot it.
All right,
That
let
is
me slide
crazy.
this.
Yeah, because they shut down over the weekend for some period to do maintenance, all that stuff too.
Right.
So
And it actually comes back on Saturday afternoon for about 2 minutes. All right, so it's rebooted now. So now I'm going to go insert indicators, trend, moving average. Ah,
Oh,
now
now
it's
it works.
working. All right, let me just. Oh, now that's the other thing. It shut the whole broker off. That's
Oh
yeah.
my God.
That was the other. Yeah. No. Okay. Now I knew why it didn't. For some reason, it will shut the whole broker down if I close that indicator.
uh,
Yeah, I knew there were a couple of things here. I just didn't.
I'll give it a minute.
Well, in the meantime, I'll show you the other anomaly. I was able to put my dashboard back up, which I'm happy about. Um, Here. Oh, and even that's all weirded up. Okay, let me just roll that like that. You guys remember this dashboard?
Oh, the Dolly and the JJN, yeah.
Yeah, so what I want to do is trade the strongest pairs for the next set
Yeah,
of
yeah,
things that we're going to do.
yeah, yeah,
So, and so now let me close this. Let me get the windows right. And let's go here to pound Aussie. See if I got that problem with pound Aussie again. No, that seems to be fixed. Okay, let's pound CAD. That seems to be okay. All right, what would happen? All these boxes were shifted over only on the pound Aussie, which I thought was a bit weird. Everything else was in line, but the pound Aussie, these boxes were completely inaccurate. All right, so maybe rebooting it was a problem. Let's try this one more time. Insert indicators, trend.
there's a quicker way than that though, Lou, isn't there?
Well, you know what it was? Sometimes there is
With your toolbar with the green cross. In your toolbar, the
here.
box, the one with the green cross. If you click that, haven't you got moving average
Well,
there?
it's still the same thing. I was used to the other one, but
Yeah.
this is the thing that irked me. If I close this, am I going to lose the whole platform?
My God.
Yeah, I tried the several different ways of doing this with the indicators. The only way it seems to work consistently is going through the navigator window here. Oh, wrong one. If I go here and I go moving average, then it shouldn't turn everything off. Oh, and then the way they do this now, the moving averages are up here.
Yeah.
It's another pain in the ass. All right, so
Lou.
moving average 3, da da da. See, that one does not close the whole platform. So
Hey, look. Hey, look. What you can do is you see it before you close that box. You see where it says common at the bottom.
comment or common?
Go back to your navigator.
Yeah.
And then go down to the bottom of that navigator box.
Yeah.
See where it says common. You see your favorites.
Yeah.
Until you figure out why it's closing when you go to the menus, you can put your indicators in the favorites by right-clicking and saying add to favorite. And this way, only the ones you put in favorite will show up in favorites. And you don't have to search for anything. All of them
Okay.
in that one view, without you scrolling around.
All right. I will keep that in mind. It's something I don't normally do. Because I'm always testing and looking at new indicators and new tweaks on
Exactly.
the regular.
And the good thing about the favorites is that you'll have the ones that you're actually using in one view. So you don't have to sit there and remember where everything is at. See the add to favorites? Just the second one? Yeah. Click that, and then everyone from ones you're testing to ones you use will only show up in the favorites view.
Okay, cool.
A nice, clean look.
All right. I greatly appreciate that.
And last thing is favorites, you can add folders. So if you have ones that you're testing, you can add a folder and put the folder of only the ones you're testing in favorites too. So this way you'll know that only these things.
Saying I can make a folder in here?
Yep. So you can make a group. And in the group, it'll say testing.
Well, somebody is objecting.
Okay, we can talk about that privately, Andre. I like that. That's a good thing to know. All right. What I wanted, yeah. What I want to do now is run down all of the daily charts and see if we have a new set of entries on our daily entries. Now let's go back and look at our original daily entries here. And that was this group of trades here. All right. So the Aussie dollar we know is not on that list. Pound dollar, we had a buy stop. And that was a few days ago. So let's go back here. Let's go to pound dollar. Oh, this has marks all over it. Let's clean this up. Delete. Okay, pound dollar, we had a buy stop here or here. That was what, 4 days ago? Yeah, so pound dollar was right here. That was our buy stop. And again, wait a minute, where's my 21 in here? I have this, I want to make sure I do this correctly. I want to find the 21. Here it is. Okay. All right, so now let's go back to that list. Because a lot of these trades didn't kick in. So this was pound dollar. Let's go back here again. And pound dollar, yes, this was our buy stop here. We had a rising 21 at the time. All right. And we wanted a buy stop with a target of this prior high. And as you can see, over the last 4 days, it essentially went into a bit of a price trap, went sideways. So that was our buy stop, never got triggered. We could now, well, this candle is cut right between the 21. So I wouldn't want to take this. I'd rather wait until we had a full candle below the 21.
You've got a wedge there, though, haven't you?
Yeah, so I'm not I don't want to confuse things.
Yeah.
You follow me?
Are
I
you
just draw it just so you
that?
can see it. Yeah, that's the wedge. But even that's not going to
That
play
buy
out.
stop did?
What was that, Daryl?
You're going to remove that buy stop?
Well, I want to look at all of them first, and then we'll go back and then we'll assess.
Oh,
Should we
okay.
move the buy stop? Should we, what should we do? Okay, now there's one tweak here that I do want to mention is anytime you get like a lot of these candles where the wick of the body is cutting through the 21, you may want to wait an extra day until you get like a full candle below like these. You follow me? Or full candles above. You'll notice that the prices went nowhere when this 20 was flat.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a subtle clue there. So I don't want any candles cutting through my trigger candle. In this particular case, this candle, the wick and everything was above the 21 rather.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go look at Euro Chef. And there's that wedge again on Euro Chef. And Euro Chef, this was our buy entry here. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4 days ago. This was our buy entry. And why didn't we get triggered here? Wait, wait. Let me just see.
Buy entry, is it, Lou?
Hang on. Euro Chef, we had a sell stop.
Yeah.
Which was here. Oh, I see. I'm looking at the sell line up here. And that's the sell stop loss. That was the sell stop loss because I put stop losses in later. All right. So this was our sell here. And as you can see, it went the other way and went basically sideways.
Yeah.
All right. Euro Aussie is a buy stop. Let's take a look at Euro Aussie. That was this trade. And again, we had a rising 21. Our 21 was not cutting through the, our target candle. And that should have been our entry. And again, the market went essentially sideways after that. And then that's Euro Aussie. The last one was Euro CAD. And let me see, the Euro CAD was a buy stop also, which was right here. And again, prices went sideways. Okay, but we had the rising 21. It was not cutting through the candle. So all of these setups were correct. We just didn't get any price action to cooperate with us. Okay?
Yeah.
Where is this coming from? Oh, that's the stop loss. That should be a 50 pip stop loss. Yeah. Okay. So we can either reassess these or leave these in for another day and come back tomorrow and then take a fresh reassessment. All right. So since they're not triggered, I'm going to leave them for the moment and then run down the charts again and see if we have any others that we can set up based on this particular system. I know that there are wedges and all kinds of good stuff in here also.
You're in a price trap there anyway, Lou, aren't you?
Yep, and a price trap right here. Okay, so there's lots of good stuff. Well, here's the price trap. There's the wedge. Okay, like that. So there's lots of stuff going on here. But I'm trying to stick with one at a time.
Yeah.
Because it's the best way to learn it. So there's no reason to eliminate this trade because our conditions are generally still here. All of our candles are. Go ahead.
I said still above the 21, so.
Right. All the candles are above the 21. Nothing's cutting through the center. The 21's not cutting through any candles, so there's no reason to remove this trade. All right. And we'll keep that scenario for the rest of the pairs here. So what I want to do now is go back through the daily charts and see if there are any new trades. Now, because we're not doing this at the beginning of the day, what we're looking for, this was yesterday's candle, this one. Normally, we'd be looking at the end of the day for yesterday, and we might have placed a trade right at this high. You see that? Do you follow what I'm saying?
Hey, Lou?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lou?
Yes.
You said we're not doing this at the beginning of the day, so right now it's not considered the beginning of the day?
No, it's not. Not the beginning of the day for the broker. Let me just show you what I mean by that. Beginning of the new candle is what I should say. At the close of this candle, Andre, at the close of this daily candle, we'd want to look at the high and low and see where we are and place a trade either above that high or above that low, depending on where it is in relation to the 21. Do you follow me, Andre?
Yep.
Okay, now.
Yeah, I follow.
Yeah, since this is not the beginning of the day, this candle has already made a lot of move. Do you follow what I'm saying? So what we're looking for.
So when is the beginning of the day?
What we're looking for on this candle, in order for us to place a trade, is a situation where the high and low of this candle has not broken the high or low of this candle. Now this is kind of a borderline trade here. This wouldn't be a bad entry. And this is Euro CAD. We could bring that entry down there. I'm going to leave that for a moment. Did you understand what I'm saying, Andre? Okay, let's take a look at this candle, Andre. At the close of this day, and this is where the closing price was. Okay, before this candle even forms, we'd want to place a buy stop above here. Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so now what I'm saying is, because it's not the beginning of the day, many times right now when we go look at these daily candles, this candle is already forming and already doing its thing. So if this candle has already gone above this, that's a trade we can't place anymore because we've already traded above that high.
Right. Okay. And what time is usually the beginning of the next candle?
It's usually 5 o'clock. Oh well, wait. On my brokers, it's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, that's generally considered to be when it is, isn't it?
Right.
5 p.m.
Yes, but check with your broker. Okay, check with your broker when the new day starts, when the new daily candle forms. That's an important distinction that I want to make here. So, and now, because we've got this massive price trap here, it's got everything locked up. We could actually take this because it went there and pulled back a little bit, but I want to look at a few more pairs. And it's the daily chart. It's not going anywhere. All right. So I want to make sure that the candle we're looking at has not broken this high and low, so we can do the exercise the right way, as if we placed it the day before. I hope I made that clear. I know the wording came out a bit weird. All right, so let's look at euro dollar. Now, what I want for euro dollar, this is a good situation, Andre. You see here, this daily candle on the euro has already moved around a bit, but we're below the 21. Okay, this is where we would want to place our entry right here, because this candle hasn't broken that yet. This candle has not traded below that low yet. Had we looked at this last night and this candle was nothing more than just the opening dash, you got me? Then we would place a pending order below this low. Do you follow that, Andre?
Yeah. Okay. Now I see. Yeah. So you're basically the night before, hypothetically at 5 o'clock, even though you're not in the London or New York trading market anymore, you would set up the trade for the next day.
Correct. But now, since this candle has not broken this low, we can still place that pending short right here. You see that? We haven't broken that low yet. So this would be just as good as our placing this same trade last night. Are you with me on that?
Yeah.
All right. Anyone else have any confusion with that? All right. So I'm going to place this trade here. All right. And I want to go like a tick or two below the low. So what's the low? The low is 08070. All right. So I want to come down to 08070, 08050. All right. So now this is where I get all confronted here. Pending order, sell stop. It's a shame we got this sideways market thing going on, because a lot of times, sometimes you'll pop these and be 5 or 6 in a row, all positive when you wake up. I like that. It's just not the way price action has been. Okay, 1 point, stay still. 1.08044. All right. Okay, so now if price comes back down to here, we're entered short. You follow me on that?
I have a question, Lou, if it's all
Yes.
right. Would you move that higher if, let's say, we have the next 2 or 3 days of bullish candles? Would it go to the highest closing low of a daily
Yes.
candle?
Well, remember, because at the end of every daily candle, you want to look for that opportunity. That's
Okay, so you
certainly
would
an
leave
option.
all the way down there. If we had 2 or 3 days of up move, you would move that up higher to the highest low of the closing. Okay.
Right. That's an
Very
option.
good.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Okay. And
Very good.
I
Thank
didn't
you.
do that because we hadn't done this 2-3 days in a row to show that.
Yeah.
So,
I understand.
and I don't like making any changes on the chart unless everybody can see what I'm doing.
Okay.
You follow me? That makes for clarity and honesty and everything. So if you can't be there, or I'll make a little video like I did the other day. I made that little 5-minute video to show you what I was doing on the trade. Okay, so we're in Dollar Chef. Okay, and let's look at Dollar Chef now. We're in Euro Dollar Daily. Let's go to Dollar Chef, and we got 1,000 lines on this chart. Dollar Chef is also kind of borderline, but we could place a trade there. All right. Let's take a look at Dollar Chef. Now, Dollar Chef, we don't have a Dollar Chef trade at the moment. Am I correct? No. But that's basically ready to pull back, as you can see. We got 4 in a row, and we should get a bit of a pullback. If I do a quick glance at the last several pullbacks, just let me see something here. That was 170. This was 100. This was 150. This was 130. So I'm going to guesstimate about 120 pip pullback on this, and then it may turn back. So if we go from here down to 120, would be, yeah, right in here. This pullback should go right into this general area, all these highs. See that?
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, all of those. That should be around 120. 126, I'll take it. Actually, about 128. So this should pull back roughly into that area, then maybe take off again. All right, now we don't know how many days that could take. All right, so do you guys want to put a pending order, a buy stop on Dollar Chef? Yes, no, maybe so. Anybody? Trying to get someone to make a decision. Okay, no one's saying anything. So that looks like it's 96500. Am I correct? 96500. All right, so new order, Dollar Chef, pending, buy stop, and that is 96500. Did I lose audio? No connection. Okay, I see a blurb here that just popped up on my GoToMeeting that says I lost connection, which means my internet's not going to act right for some reason. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. I guess you can still see the screen. I think you see where it said lost connection. And down here it says no connection also. All right, so let's close this and then open it again. Someone's trying to send me a text. Yeah, Andre. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, it's Andre. Just let you know I'm with the room. I got your speaker. Your audio and looks like you're offline.
Yeah, I know. I just got a blurb from GoToMeeting saying I lost connection, and on the broker it said lost connection. So something's going on with my internet on this side. I'm hoping no one drove over the junction box outside in the front. Let me just check this and see what's going on. All right. Thanks a lot for the heads up.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, Andre.
Yeah, look, you know what? Maybe you can call into the room. You have the telephone number so you can let everybody else know what's going on too. I was about to head up to work, so that's why I was
All
just.
right. Well, say that again.
So I'm about to head up to work.
Okay.
You can call the go-to meeting. At least you can call into the room and tell them what's going on. 'Cause
Oh, wow.